In a small coastal town in the Philippines, where the wind smells of salt and the sound of waves lull the night to sleep, there lived a boy named Miguel. He was only 14, but his eyes carried the weariness of someone who had already lived a lifetime of pain. Miguel lived with his mother, Aling Rosa, in a wooden shack beside the sea. The walls were thin, the roof leaked when it rained, and the floor creaked with every step. His father had left years ago, chasing a promise of work in Manila, but he never returned. All Miguel had now were his mother's tired hands, and a voice that could silence even the ocean. Every night, after helping his mother sell grilled fish at the market, Miguel would sit on a broken stool outside their house, strumming a cracked, second-hand guitar. The strings were rusty, the body scratched, but to him it was treasure. His mother had saved for months, just to buy it from a neighbor who was moving away. That guitar became his escape, his diary, his prayer. He would close his eyes, sing softly, and dream of a world where people didn't look at him with pity. Sometimes, his voice would echo through the dark alleyways of the town, making strangers pause and listen. And one day, a tourist did. A man from Manila, visiting the coast, heard the boy singing Hotel California under a flickering street light. The man stopped, filmed him secretly on his phone, and smiled. Miguel didn't even notice he was lost in the sighing, his voice trembling with emotion as he sang, "You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave." Within days, that video went viral. Millions watched. People commented, "Who is this boy? He sings like he's lived every word. This is pure soul." Miguel didn't even know what viral meant, until a reporter showed up at their doorstep, holding a microphone and saying, "You've been invited to perform on Philippine Talent Quest." He froze. His mother covered her mouth in disbelief. That night, Miguel stayed awake, staring at the stars through the holes in the roof. He whispered, "Mama, what if they laugh at me?" She cupped his face, her voice soft but certain. "Then let them laugh, Enoch. Because your voice will still touch hearts." The day of the audition arrived. The city was louder, brighter, and bigger than anything Miguel had ever imagined. The glass buildings reflected sunlight like mirrors, the crowds moved fast, and everything smelled of coffee and gasoline. He stood backstage, barefoot, wearing a faded shirt and jeans too big for him. Other contestants looked at him, some with curiosity, some with pity. But Miguel didn't care. He just clutched his guitar, and remembered his mother's words. When the stage lights turned on, he stepped into a world that felt like a dream. The judges looked at him, puzzled. "Name," one of them asked. "Miguel from Batangas." He whispered, "What will you sing?" He took a deep breath. "Hotel California." The crowd chuckled softly. Some judges raised their eyebrows. A poor boy singing a legendary song. It sounded absurd. Then he strummed the first note. The hall went quiet. Miguel's voice flowed raw, soulful, trembling with life. Each lyric carried his pain, his hope, his story. The guitar buzzed faintly, but his voice soared above everything. When he sang "This could be heaven or this could be hell," the audience felt it not as a lyric, but as a truth. His tone cracked at moments, not from weakness, but from emotion too real to contain. The camera zoomed in on the judges. One covered her mouth. Another leaned forward, eyes glistening. The third, an older musician, closed his eyes, tears slipping down his cheek. Miguel finished the final line, "You can never leave." The hall was silent for 3 seconds. Then, a standing ovation erupted like thunder. People screamed, clapped, cried. One of the judges stood up, slamming the golden buzzer with trembling hands. Gold confetti burst from the ceiling, raining down on Miguel as he stared, stunned and speechless. His mother, watching from backstage, fell to her knees, crying uncontrollably. The host rushed to him, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Miguel, how does it feel?" He looked into the camera, his voice breaking. "I just wanted my mama to be proud of me." From that day, everything changed. Miguel's life became a whirlwind: interviews, sponsorships, people recognizing him on the streets. But he never forgot where he came from. With his first prize money, he rebuilt their little home by the sea, strong and warm. He sent his mother to the hospital to treat her chronic cough. And when he returned to the market, he didn't sing for coins anymore. He sang to inspire. He started teaching other poor children to sing, using donated instruments. His story spread across the world, an anthem of hope. Months later, at the Philippine Talent Quest finals, he walked onto the stage again, older, stronger, but still humble. Before singing, he said softly, "This song changed my life. But kindness changed it even more. To everyone who believed in me, thank you." Then he sang Hotel California again. This time, the crowd sang with him. His mother watched from the front row, tears rolling down her face. She wasn't just proud, she was fulfilled. When the confetti fell once more that night, Miguel looked up, whispering a prayer of gratitude. He had started as a poor boy with a broken guitar, but now, He was a voice that reached millions, not because he was perfect, but because he was real. And as the video of his golden buzzer performance spread across YouTube, the comments section filled with love. "This is what humanity needs." "Cried so hard." "His voice is pain and hope mixed